Hey, welcome back guys. Today I'm going to teach you a card trick called the greatest card trick ever.
Do you want me to?
This is a really old routine and it goes somewhat like this. Let's say a spectator, they can pick any card they want, and let's say they pick this card for an example, the 10 of clubs. What they do is they place it at the very top and they cut it anywhere they want. And if I snap my fingers like this, the 10 of clubs can change and it can actually indicate to us where they are. See this red card? This is the 10 of clubs, right? Now, let's try that again. Let's see if we can take a step farther. We're going to take the 10 of clubs, place it on the table, right? And then this time the spectator is going to pick another card. So they can tell me anywhere they want. They can tell me to stop anywhere they want. In this case, let's say right here. And they stopped on the ace of spades. Let's try that again. Take the ace of spades. Take it and leave it somewhere in the middle of the deck, right there, and give it a quick shuffle. And hopefully they will do the same thing. If I fan it, spread them out like this, hopefully we can find the ace of spades easily as before. Oh, didn't work. Maybe, just an inference that I'm making. Maybe ace of spades jumped from here to here, because this is the only card that actually changed colored. So we'll see. And that's the ace of spades. And that's the performance. Okay, this is a quite cool trick. It's classic, really old. I think it's informally known as the greatest magic trick or greatest card trick ever. I'm not too sure. But it does require one card that's a red back. And you need a blue card that's exactly, or a different colored back that's exactly the same card, except the backs are different. But you need two cards that are like ace of spades, and you know what I mean, right? So once you get that down, this is what the setup looks like. You're going to have the ace of spades, that's the same color as the rest of the deck. At the very bottom, you're going to have the red one right below that. So you should have blue cards from the start to the end, and the very last card should be the ace of spades, and the red card below it should also be the ace of spades. Once you get that down, what you're going to do is you're pretty much ready to perform. The spectator can choose any card they want, as long as it's not the last one. You try not to give them that option, like stay at the top, right? And try not to flash the very last card, because that'd be kind of awkward, right? So let's say in this case they pick this nice blue card, the 2 of hearts. Nice. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell the spectator to put their card, the 2 of hearts. Actually, you don't actually have to see the card. You can perform this without seeing the card, just saying, so they can choose any card they want. Let's say this one, and I won't see it, like this card. And you can tell them to place it on the top of the pile, like so, and you give it a really quick cut. If you want, you can give another cut, or another cut. But at the end of the day, if you spread out the cards like this, their chosen card should reveal to us. So it's right there, the red card. Let's take a look at it. So basically from here, this is what the situation would look like. This card should be the spectator's chosen card, 3 of hearts. I'm assuming that's the card that I showed you guys. And this should be the ace of spades, and the card right beside this should be also the ace of spades, right? So from here, if you break the spread where the red card is, from right here, if you break it like this, and take all these cards, square them up, and take all these cards and square them up, and take this pile with the red card on top of this pile, you're going to be left with this. The ace of spades, spectator's card at the second top, very bottom card, ace of spades, that's blue back. Okay? So if you followed everything correctly, once you're in this position, you're going to hold it in a mechanic's grip, and then you're going to flip 2 cards by performing the double lift. You can do whatever you want. You can do a push-off double lift. You can do like a fancy double lift, like what Disturbed Reality does. I think he does something like this, right? But essentially just do a double lift. I just do a standard one like this, and then I show them that this is their card that changed color, and say I'm gonna take it a step farther and maybe go into phase 2. Flip the cards, do a double lift, place the red back on the table. But what you've just done is that because it was a double lift, you have placed the ace of spades on the table, and then you're going to force the very bottom card on them. You can do this any way you want. In the tutorial, I did the Hindu force. I just told them to stop anywhere they want. In this case, this card. But if you want, you can do, you can force a card by curling it like this. And let's say they touched this card right here, for an example. There we go. I think I have a tutorial on this already, or I might have not uploaded it yet, but I will upload it. So there, if you know how to force the very bottom card, that's great. And if you want, you can actually give it a cut and bring the ace of spades to the top, and maybe you can do a slip force like that, right? Or you can do the invisible force. You can make it seem like they're choosing any card they want, right? Or you can do the riffle force. There are so many forces that you can do, and I'll teach them all in later or future videos. But basically force the ace of spades on them. So let's say they look at this, you're going to get the ace of spades lost somewhere in the middle of the deck again, right? You can give it a shuffle or whatever, and say, and this time spread it out again, spread the cards, and say, try to look like, be like a drama queen or whatever, and then make it seem like you're actually searching for the red back, and say, hey, it's not here. Since this card is the only card that changed color, maybe we'll just take a look. And basically that's the whole trick. It's an impressive trick and really easy, but it's a pain in the ass because you got to get rid of this red back for future performance that you perform right after, because ace of spades is going to be like in the deck still, like right there. So find a way to get rid of this ace of spades, okay, and then you'll be all set. So basically that's the tutorial, guys. I hope you liked it. Leave it if you want, you can comment and ask me questions or anything like that. And if you have any suggestions on future videos, leave it a comment. And that's the trick. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.